Hiya, welcome to my top 10 tips on my daily mindset strategies that I think you would benefit from massively. I'm going to take you through the whole document that I've put together for you in the hope that it accelerates and elevates every element of your life. And it can. I've seen it happen thousands of times with people who bring these strategies into their own lives and use them daily, get them hardwired and commit to them. So, I'm going to take you through the document. So the first thing is the foreword. I've been asked many times, Shelley, how have you done this? You're a single working mum. How have you managed to build a 7-figure business? How have you managed to do X, Y, and Z? And there's nothing that I can tell you other than it's mindset. Everything about it is mindset. Yes, I'm a very physical person. I like to train. I've always liked to train. I always will like to train. Is that what's got me to this position now and here? No, it's not. It's the power of thought. And it's everything that I've been thinking and manifesting, but I've backed the whole thing up with action. So I've written this with the intention to let you understand my daily rituals that have led me to this point, where I am right now. And some people call that success. It depends what success means for you. But for me, success means bringing service and significance to the lives of people. And that ultimately is what I do every single day, of every single month, of every single year. So in that instance, and in this case, yes, I am successful. I've said to you at the bottom of the foreword, I can't do any of this stuff without strong daily rituals that are hardwired, sweating the small stuff, doing the small stuff really, really well, turning up, showing up. When I go on holiday, my programme runs. Feel It Be still runs. I take my people around the world with me. I do the small things and I do them really, really well. I turn up, I show up, I bring my A game and I commit to it. When you adopt the same strategies, it will work for you as well. You have to sweat the small stuff no matter where you are in the world, what's going on. You're dedicated, you're committed, and you show up. So that's the first thing. Manifestations without actions are just dreams. I have met countless people who are dreamers, who talk a good game, who want this, who want that, who want, but actually they're not prepared to take action and make a stand and go, right, okay, I'm going for it. That's what it takes to really create the life that you dream about. Not just thinking, oh, I would love to travel the world. Well, if that's what you want to do, then let's get about the business of making that happen. Not just talking about it, unless you just genuinely want to talk about it, but I don't think you do. If it's real manifestations, you need to get action behind every single one and see it through. So contents page. First one, wake up early, structure your first hour. The second one is set your standards. Third one, set intentions for your day. Fourth one, practice gratitude, massive gratitude. Fifth one, realise your worth. Sixth one, reflect on your progress. 7, the power of now. 8, vibrate higher. 9, create abundance. And 10, have an open heart and an open mind. So, let's get started. Nothing changes if nothing changes, right? So number 1, wake up early, structure your first hour. Now, so important that your first hour is productive. Own Your Morning, Elevate Your Life by Robin Sharma, the 5am Club, which we are going to deep dive into. Here's how I structure my day. I rise in the summertime, April onwards at 5am, wintertime at 6am. Number 1, do something physical, just like the 5am Club, for the first 20 minutes. Sweat, expend yourself, move lots, and get out of breath. Number 2, learn something. I listen to podcasts, I read books, I advance my knowledge in a given area, something that I'm really interested in, and generally speaking, it's something that you will all benefit from. Something in the wellness industry, new science, new literature, new research. Learning is everything. And if you're not learning, you're stagnating. You don't want to stagnate, you want to keep learning and evolving. And number 3, reflect on your progress. So this is the third 20 minutes into that hour, between 5 and 6, or 6 and 7. Reflect on your progress, your growth as a person, appreciate how far you've come, and make a plan for your future based on this progress. So really, you're thinking, you're celebrating your success and your daily wins and your monthly wins, and you're feeling proud and you're sitting in that. That's dead important. And I know, even particularly people in Scotland, we don't celebrate, or the UK, we don't celebrate our success as much as we should. And we need to change that. So sit in your own success and be proud and understand why you've made that happen, why you've been successful. Regularly evaluate your progress and make a checklist of what you still need to achieve. So that's the first thing. Strive for progress and not perfection. What is perfection? Does it even exist? No, for me it doesn't. But standards and showing up as your best version, bringing your A game, just generally showing up, that stuff matters. Perfection, I don't know that it exists, but strive for progress every single day. Number 2, set your standards. Your current situation, relationships, financial situation and career, even your friendship groups, are a net sum of your current standards. You become like the people you spend most of your time with. Your current company reflects your vibrational frequency. So important. And I'm going to talk about vibrational frequency later on. Who you spend time with, generally speaking, is who you become like. So if you've got company that are really outgoing and committed to learning and growth and development and challenge themselves and a growth mindset, then generally speaking, you're going to be like them. But if you surround yourself with people who are the opposite, who are fixed mindset, you're generally going to become like them. Number 2. Number 1. Realise your worth. Practice affirmations every single day. Now, I've put an affirmations voice memo together for you. I want you to listen to that every single day for 5 minutes. Really, really important. And feel every one. 2, surround yourself with people who want the best for you, no matter what that means for them. Watch for acts of selflessness. Now, they're rare, but they do happen. And there are people who are selfless. And what I mean by that is they want the best for you, no matter what it means for them. That's crucial. Regardless of what it means for that person, they are going to keep filling your cup up, topping you up, making sure that you feel fulfilled and satisfied in whatever it is you're doing. It is rare, but you will still find it. And when you find it, you have to keep it, you have to harness these people and keep them close. Number 3, decide this day who you want to surround yourself with. So on this very day, who do you want to be around you? Decide. And who you don't want to be around you, distance yourself from them. I don't mean shut them out of your life, I just mean create a bit of distance. Allow yourself time and space to breathe away from these people. Distance. So strategy number 3 coming up. Do not let other people's perceptions of you dictate how you live. Do not let other people's perceptions, now that could be people that you live with. That could be your partner. That's a hard one, that's a tricky one. Because after years of being together, sometimes perceptions are different, sometimes there's difference. And sometimes when you're trying to improve yourself after years of being caught in some sort of slump or struggle, and your partner sees the changes that you're trying to make and implement, that's a tough one for people to get their head around. And see you showing up as the best version of you all of a sudden, after being caught in that struggle or that slump. And it's hard for them because they're not used to it. They're not meaning to come over as negative, but sometimes it happens like that. So don't let other people's perceptions of you dictate how you live today. And I'm very much of that opinion. I'll do my thing, and if you're coming with me and you are you're with me and you keep my cup topped up, in fact spilling over, then brilliant. And if not, you're there. And that's how I live my life. Strategy number 4. Gratitude. Practice gratitude in masses amounts of it. See, when I discovered gratitude, it really, honestly, everything changed. I knew and I heard it banded about, but when I actually connected with what gratitude was, it changed my life. The magic of gratitude is everywhere. If you want a world of abundance, colourful and full of all the good stuff that I say, whatever good stuff means for you, you must live, sleep, eat and breathe gratitude. Connect with its power and feel it deep. Now you have to feel it, you have to connect with it. It's one thing saying, oh, I'm grateful. And it's another thing really feeling grateful. Actually, deep in your heart, God, thank you for that. Thank you, universe, for bringing me that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Decide what you want in your life and say thank you. Be really, really grateful for it. And one of the secrets is to practice gratitude and manifestation, bringing manifestation into your life by actually feeling like you've got that manifestation thing, whatever it is, in your life right now. Thank you for allowing me to travel the world. I love it, even if you're sat in Scotland in your bedroom. Thank you for blah de blah. Connect with it. Connect a feeling state to it. Happiness. Like excitement. Butterflies in your belly. Connect those feeling states to that thing that you're saying that you're grateful for. Even though you don't have it in your hands right now, it will work its way to you. You have to start thinking this way. Connecting the feeling states for me is the secret. When I feel grateful, I can jump straight into these feeling states and actually feel the power of gratitude deep, deep in my heart. It's such a powerful feeling and consumes me sometimes. I've seen my life transform by using the power of gratitude's force. Be grateful for the tough times, they prepare you for the best times. Without gratitude, there can be no progress. And this is a big one for me. Practicing gratitude in the struggle, well, the power is simply life-changing. I've been in the struggle many times. You know, if you've tracked my progress and you've been following me, you know I've been bankrupt. The whole single mum thing. I bring that into conversation only because I like women to hear and feel that they can do it too. You don't need somebody at your back, financially or otherwise. You can decide, and you can take control like I did. And that's the reason I share this stuff with you, is because I need you to connect with that and feel it. You can change anything you want to change. But when you're caught in the struggle, and you practice gratitude, it's easy to be, I always say it's easy to practice gratitude when you're in your mansion with your feet up, smoking your cigar, and everything's taken care of. Hard to practice gratitude when you're in a struggle, but that's when it's at its most powerful. When you are caught in something, when you feel stuck, or you're in a bit of a situation, express and practice gratitude and it will change you. It will transform your life. I went from bankrupt to a 7-figure business owner because of the struggle. I knew from a young age I was not going there ever again. I did not want that for myself. And you live through things and you see things and you don't want to see them. You shouldn't see them. But they stay with you in heart and with you in mind, and it pushes you on, it forces you on. And it did for me. There's nothing like being in it, and I mean the struggle, to know that you want out of it. And if you can, or if I can, you can too. We can. Number 5, realise your worth. I've spent years and years and years working with people, giving my time away for free, giving so much of my valuable time for free, sacrificing my family time for clients, but over providing, over delivering. I've spent I spent most of my working life doing that. And it wasn't until a few years ago that I started to actually connect with my worth. But firstly, no one can do it like you could do life. No one could do life like you can. No one has your heart, your innate abilities to do what you do best, your skills or your strengths. The sooner you realise this, the quicker you'll get about the business of being your best. Stop wasting time. Make time every single day to express how wonderful, unique, talented, gifted, and flat out fantastic you are, as Oprah would say. Now, you're getting this hot off the press. This is from my heart to yours. I just put this together for you, okay? And if I'm making mistakes, do you know what? It's real. I'm not going to edit the life out of it. It's just real. You have it. If I get my words back to front, then hey, welcome to my world. That's just me. It took me a long time to realise my true worth, but whenever I did, my world started to look a lot different. I had a better business, I had amazing people surrounding me, and I had opportunities present themselves that could never have showed up had I not valued my time and my efforts. It took me until the age of 38 to realise my worth, my power, and my greatness. You need to realise yours too. The world needs this. You must give it. The world needs your greatness. You must give it. Could you imagine if I didn't share? Imagine I had an office job and I was sat in an office working for somebody else. And none of these people were realising their worth. None of these people were elevating their lives, changing their lifestyle, learning about cholesterol, learning about how to interpret blood tests, learning about how to really change their life in terms of wellness. Thousands upon thousands of people. I mean, I've been at this, remember, 20 odd years. And you see a thousand people on this every month. On Feel Look Be, I mean. It's incredible. But if I was sat in an office working for somebody else, nobody would be experiencing this. But you have your own unique gifts. And you need to share them with the world. And you need to get about the business of doing that now. You owe it to the world to leave it a better place because you were in it. So true. Number 6, reflect on your progress. This is a big one. This is a really important one and one that a lot of times people bypass. There's a difference between looking back to dwell and stay stuck than there is to look back and compare as a means of reflection. A change to pivot, or a chance to pivot. It's a chance to pivot. Reassess, change direction if need be, but benchmark to say yes, I'm on the right path, or no, I need to make some changes is absolutely necessary. What I'm talking about is COVID happened. I had an online business that was maybe 50, 60 people, but I had a gym. So my gym was my bread and butter. COVID happened. We're like, gym's got to close. What do? Okay, we'll take everybody online. Let's do that. People need me right now. No gyms are open. Pivot, massive change, massive learning curve, steep learning curve. To the point that we're now in hundreds and hundreds of women's homes every single month. And we've realised, or people realise, that they don't actually need the gym. They're getting in better shape now as a result of Feel Look Be than they did going to the gym. Same for you. I do this a lot, both personally and professionally. I meet with my team weekly, just had a meeting actually, to do just this. And I do this personally as well. Every single day actually, I benchmark myself against what I set out for myself, where I am now, and assess my progress. I've never done that. Very much growth mindset. So to get to that point, I'll just need to sidestep to move forward. We need to regroup. We need a new staff member. We need to do things a wee bit differently. New set of challenges. Schools go back. Childcare changes. Family life changes. So you constantly pivot and reflect on where you're at, pitched against where you've been. And that allows you to reflect on progress. Or not. And if there's no progress, you change again. constantly evolving. And that's what I do. I constantly evolve my service, my concept, and that will never stagnate. The more I learn, the more I put into this programme. I would encourage you to reflect on both personal and business, career progress as well, weekly, at least weekly. I reflect a lot of the time, daily. If you're happy, great, and if not, do the reflection work and make the necessary changes. I absolutely love change, love it. I love moving house. A lot of times people get so stressed, and it is a stressful situation moving house, but I love the change of it. It's great. Master your mind and the rest will follow. If you've got this in order, everything starts to stack up and you will get to a position when you're in flow. You're in the vortex of creation. Remember? Esther Hicks. When you're in the vortex, everything is possible. So when the winds of change blow, don't build a wall, build a windmill. Keep that momentum going. Keep it flowing, keep evolving, keep learning, keep growing, keep progressing, keep reflecting. Just keep going. Love that one. Oh, the power of now. Now, let me just get this a wee bit bigger. Having a daily spiritual practice has been a game changer for me. Once I allowed myself to protect some personal space and time to be present in the moment, meditate and acknowledge that my inner peace needed protected, I began to nourish my spirituality by feeding it the time and concentration on the connection. Boom, boom, boom. Start again, Shelley. I began to nourish my spirituality by feeding it time and concentrated on the connection I had with my true self. I really did. I didn't know who I was till the age of 38. I had a successful career, I was doing a lot of good stuff, but I didn't know really what I was. I knew what I was, helping other people with and clients with, but actually for me, I was lost. Honestly, it changed everything for me. I spent so many years caught in a race, time obsessed, doing everything for everyone else except me. So true. Being all things to all people apart from me. Being present in the moment, that was unheard of. My mind was always elsewhere. Phone, driving, running between here and here and here, always. Present time and the power of now, I didn't know what that was. And if somebody had sat me down for a half an hour and said, Shelley, phone away, book away, everything away, I'd have been couldn't have coped with that. Really, really difficult. But when I discovered it, oh my God. Well, this programme is based on that. So here's some wee tips. Set yourself at least 30 minutes of personal protected time every day. Now, if you can't get 30 minutes, go for 15 or 20, but you need some personal protected time. In fact, I always encourage you to walk 10,000 steps a day. That's great personal time and space. And you could tie it in with learning and growth and development, because you could be listening to a podcast. You could be listening to one of my lives. You could be listening to anything that's going to advance your knowledge. Introduce yourself to meditation. Massive. Power of breath. Connecting with your breath and being still and being calm and shutting the noise out of life. Got to do it. Concentrate on your breath. Block out the noise of everything and everyone and just stay focused. Realise that everything happens, or everything that's going to happen in the future happens in the now. Everything that happened in the past happened in the now. Now is all that matters. And you have to protect that now time and express gratitude for it. Now, I'm breathing into another minute. Breathing into another hour. I'm actually breathing into another day, another week. Feel it, connect with it. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, or Tolle, or Mr. T as I like to call him, is a great book. Please read it. Do it now, sometimes later becomes never. Now, listen, we've all lost people at various times and it's horrendous. But the reality is we never know when our last breath, moment, hour is. And if we keep putting off all the things that you want to do, all the stuff that you always said you would do, if you keep putting it off for people and things and just whatever, sometimes it never ever comes, and that's sad. I don't want that for you. I want you to do and to be everything you said you were going to. So don't put it off. Whatever it is in your mind that you've been meaning to do, use this little session here as a catalyst for you to go, right, that's it. I'm doing it. Please do it. I've got a saxophone in here that my mum got me, just in the cupboard behind me. I'm going to get saxophone lessons. I want to be a saxophonist. I'm not sure which one, but I will be. And I'll do that after this. I will seek out an instructor because this has been the catalyst for me. Number 8, vibrate higher. I've always vibrated on a higher frequency. People feel and see and get my energy. I've always been a high achiever with high standards. Personally, I'm such a high achiever, and I beat myself up, not in a negative or a bad way, but I know I can achieve things, and I know the power and the energy that I can bring to things. And if it's not quite there, well, I know that, and I have a word with myself. I don't need to try to be this way, I just am this way. I also want this for you too. Sorry, I'm just reading this as I'm trying to give you it word for word as well as add some of my own stuff into it, as experience, I mean. I don't stop until I'm satisfied and I've made a good job of it. And then if I need to change and pivot and constantly evolve, and I get to a point when I think, that's not quite right, then I fix it. And I make sure I do a good job of it. I'm committed to it. Showing up daily, doing the daily mindset work, showing up, committing, dedicating. Sweat the small stuff. Dead important. Walking into a room, you feel the energy that someone has. They can leave you feeling energised, or they can leave you feeling absolutely drained. I want you to be the first one. I want you to inspire and motivate people. I want you to drain the life out of them. Rounded shoulders, inward rotation. Everything's negative. Fixed mindset. You will never get out the bit. Vibrate higher. Up your vibrations. It is my belief that success requires a higher vibrational frequency. The brain firing and wiring together. The body in motion. Motion leads to positive emotion. And utilising the momentum of reflection and accountability will lead you to a state of higher vibrational frequency. Couple this with an I can attitude and growth mindset, and boom! Amazing things will happen. See that paragraph there? I want you to read it 3 or 4 times because there's a lot in there. Your brain firing and wiring together. Your movement, you bring movement, add movement into that. You move more, you start to feel better. All of a sudden, you start to raise your vibrations. You're caught in a struggle, but you've raised your vibration with movement and that connection to brain movement. It's a synergy. I keep telling you it's a synergy. You need to find it, roll with it and move with it. Repeat this. I can, I will. Maybe not yet, but I will get there with the right attitude, commitment and dedication to mastering the small stuff and showing up daily. Repeat it. I can, I will, maybe not yet, but I will get there with the right attitude, commitment and dedication to mastering the small stuff, sweat the small stuff, and showing up daily. Have to show up. I hope you're taking all this in. She believed she could, so she did. I did. I believed I could, so I will, and I have. You know, like running this online business and working with so many people, it opens up a lot of things for a lot of people, and we do a deep dive into a lot of emotional stuff. But I'm an emotional wee ball of energy, and I go through every emotion. I live through every emotion that I read, that I see, and I'm constantly evolving. This programme, I am completely committed to it, and I think if people were to stay on this programme long game, Not a 4-week fix. Actual it's like life coaching at its very finest. People pay a lot of money for way less than what I'm doing here. It is really, really powerful. It's really, really incredible. But you have to believe it for yourself. You have to know that it's possible. And that's why I show up like I do. I put a post up a while ago on my social pages with my car, which is right now it's a Bentley. That's not to show off. That's to get people. Some people don't care about that, and that's fine. But a lot of people do. And for people that would like it, care about it, but feel like they can't, I'm here to tell you that you can. Like I did. Everybody can, and everybody should. But sometimes you can only get there with somebody like me to tell you that you can. Which is why I've put this document together. I hope, genuinely, sincerely hope that it helps you. And I'm sure it will. Number 9, create abundance. Can you imagine what we could collectively achieve if we cared enough about creating abundance for each other, striving to create opportunities and presenting our friends and associates with the potential of abundance, whatever that may mean, or to them or to you. Abundance to you and me means different things. Some people are materialistic. I like good things, but I can also strip it back and live with the bare bones of nothing. Just my daily needs met and be happy. But I also like stuff. So some people are either one or the other, or there could be a mixture. Nobody judges on Feel Look Be. I certainly don't judge anybody, and I hope you don't either. I believe I do this for each and every woman I work with. I help her to step into her best self by utilising my advice and guidance on Feel Look Be. I also created the Influencer Programme to create limitless possibility of financial growth, development and abundance of a different scale. On a different scale, actually. When you can create a side hustle for another woman who is going through Feel Look Be, it's an incredible feeling. I'm going to tell you something actually. See, for me, one of the most rewarding things is to see a woman on Feel Look Be having gone through a number of months to get to the point that she can share her pictures and she steps into her own greatness and she's looking at herself in the mirror and actually is starting to love herself again. That for me is incredible. Then, as a result of her success and people wanting to know what she's been doing to look so good, I go and drop a few £100 into her bank account. See, for me, coming from the background that I've came from with nothing, a very, very working class background, my mum struggled every single day to the point of absolute havoc and stress. For me to be able to do that for somebody is just, well, gratitude in abundance. Like, that's a manifestation that was deep within inside me. I would love to have created that change, but actually to see it happen now in reality, it blows my mind. It really does. But imagine if we were all committed to creating abundance for each other and creating potential and possibility for each other, friends, family, associates, people. It would be amazing. And if you could create abundance for somebody else to benefit from, then wouldn't it be a brilliant world? Seriously, women supporting women, men supporting men, women supporting men, men supporting women. It could be amazing, couldn't it? Everyone can have a sideline hustle or a side hustle. Of course you can. And I give you that opportunity on Feel Look Be. I give you permission to have one, and I want you to do it. Use the influencer programme and use it for good. I want to drop hundreds of pounds, thousands of pounds actually into your accounts. Use your unique URL link and share it with the world. Go for it. Why can't your side hustle be in the wellness industry as part of Feel Look Be? Why would it not? If you need permission to do that, I'm giving you permission to do it. Do it. Please do it. You need to. Imagine though, if everyone had this thinking, A world where we could all benefit from each other's success. But we don't just talk about it, we're proactive in it, proactive in making it happen. It's okay to go, yeah, I would love to create abundance for you, but actually not really doing anything with it. Imagine if you just got up and were proactive and made it happen. Sounds really simple, doesn't it? But are you creating abundance for people that are around you? Not just your family, not just your children. Are you creating abundance? And if you're a teacher, absolutely are. You're in that classroom creating abundance by your growth mindset, by your vibrational frequency, by your role modelling, by how you present, by how you enthuse and motivate and encourage. It's creating abundance. It doesn't need to mean money. Say what you're going to do, then go out and do it. One of my favourites by Conor McGregor. The universe is waiting for you, rewarding you with like for like. Whatever you put out, the universe is bringing you it back. If you're putting out negative, it's bringing you back negative. If you put out positive, it's bringing you positive. If you're talking about people behind their back, it's coming for you. It's already happening. As soon as these words and thoughts have left you, in the process of, it's working its way back to you. The law of attraction. Promoting abundance for others will bring it back to you again and again. And sometimes doing the stuff that nobody quite knows you're doing in the background, the positive stuff, the building each other up, the support, the encouragement, that's all going to work for you. Even without you talking about it. Even without you telling anybody about it, it's all going to work for you. Have an open heart and an open mind, number 10. Final strategy that I use every single day. An open heart and an open mind positions you for greatness. I think about this a lot and I try my best to live by it. A mind that is open and ready to learn. A heart that is open and ready to love. And the combo of the two allow you to live in a state of readiness to pounce on that golden opportunity at any given time. So true. An open mind and an open heart, ready to give freely, be unattached to anything, certainly in a negative way. Just be open. Empathy and understanding is sacrosanct. For me, nothing is more important. That level of understanding, of connection, of just getting it is so, so important. But if you've got that, coupled with an open mind and an open heart, empathy and understanding, you're going to be phenomenal in whatever area, wellness, health, fitness, career, family life. Likewise, a mind that is constantly learning and advancing in knowledge is what keeps us all ahead of the game. Responding to new technologies, science and research, I'm committed to lifelong learning for all of you. Daily. I live with an open mind and an open heart to focus on progress. I try not to attach myself to any one particular thing, but this takes daily work. I'm reminding myself that now is all that matters. Make the most of each minute, day, month and year. At that moment, now. Make the most of it at that moment. In this moment, now. The power of now. Keep coming back to that, the power of now. Even though you're thinking ahead, you're still thinking now, like you've got it now. Have a mind that is open to everything and attached to nothing. The late and great Dr. Wayne Dyer. Phenomenal man. I hope my top 10 tips on how I try to live every day will help you lead a successful life, whatever success means for you. No matter how hard the struggles, the pain or the sacrifice, just know that within you right now is an unlimited potential that only you possess in your own uniqueness. The only thing that can limit this greatness is how you think. The only thing that can limit your greatness is how you think. You possess it. It's there. It's there right now. You don't need to go and read a book. You don't need to go and learn something new. You will. But right now, you possess this greatness, this uniqueness that only you has. Be excellent. Oprah wants this for you, and so do I. Be excellent. People remember when you're excellent. People remember when you're special, when you give that extra something, when you go that extra mile. People remember it. It sits with them, and here and then here. Be bold, be brave, and go wildly in pursuit of success. I'm with you all the way. I literally am with you all the way. I want you to be successful in whatever it is you do. And I'll hold your hand as much as I can through the process, but just trust in the knowledge that I have gone from zero to get to the point that I'm speaking to you today by the power of thought and daily rituals that I've just been through. Every single ritual, every single strategy here, I go through every single day. And if you're committed to them and you show up and you use them, they will work for you and you'll elevate your life beyond belief. So take care. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you very soon.